Today is July the 6th. What does it mean to carry each other's burdens? Well, let's see what Paul says. Galatians 6, 1-5. My brothers and sisters, if anyone is detected in a transgression, you who have received the Spirit should restore such a one in a spirit of gentleness. Take care that you yourselves are not tempted. Bear one another's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. For if those who are nothing think that they're something, they deceive themselves. All must test their own work, then that work, rather than their neighbor's work, will become a cause for pride, for all must carry their own loads. Now, Paul has spent the first 5 chapters of Galatians showing that there is no difference between Jew and Gentile when it comes to following the Lord. So now he says, not only is there no difference, but you need each other. He says you have to be accountable to each other. Now in this passage he says 6 things. He says, first of all, if somebody offends you, forgive gently. We'll come back to that. Says secondly, examine yourself to make sure that you don't fall in the same way. Third, carry each other's burdens. And in the context, it's the burden caused by the offense. Now, the word here implies a heavy load, apparently. It takes more than one to carry the heavy load of the Christian life. Fourth, by bearing each other's burdens, we fulfill the law of Christ. Now, this is really interesting. The law of Moses cannot be fulfilled. We cannot keep the law of Moses. But apparently we can keep the law of Christ. Fifth, test your own works. Don't worry about your neighbor. You judge yourself. And then sixthly, carry your own load. The word here is different from the word earlier. There it says, carry each other's load, when that load is oppressively heavy. This word for load is commonly used for a soldier's backpack. That's manageable. So carry what you can, and when you can't, call on your friends. Now, this passage is about accountability. The word accountability doesn't really occur in the Old Testament. But in the book of Proverbs, we get something very much like accountability. Let's read Proverbs 27 from 17 to 22.
Iron sharpens iron, and one person sharpens the wits of another. Anyone who tends a fig tree will eat its fig. Anyone who takes care of a master will be honored. Just as water reflects the face, so one human heart reflects another. Sheol and Abaddon are never satisfied, and human eyes are never satisfied. The crucible is for silver, and the furnace is for gold, so a person is tested by being praised. Crush a fool in a mortar with a pestle, along with crushed grain. Only the folly will not be driven out.
This section in Proverbs is all about growing together. Iron sharpens iron, one man sharpens another. There's that confrontation aspect. He then says, tend your fig tree, but take care of each other. What you do to help those who are around you. Then he says, silver and gold is purified by fire, and a wise person is tested by praise. Be careful with it. As you interact with each other, be careful what you do and say to each other, that you are not leading the other into a temptation that they can't resist. What Paul is saying here to the Galatians, he's saying you're in this together. Confront each other when the situation demands. Carry heavy loads together, even if the heavy load is a result of an offense or a sin. Judge yourself. Don't judge your neighbor, but if you do become aware that your neighbor has done something, confront them gently. That would mean do it without drama. Don't do it publicly. Don't bring other people into the situation. Confront them in a way in which they will respond. Carry your own load, but help others carry theirs as well. So what do we do about this today? In your sphere of influence, is there someone who could benefit by you confronting them? Scripture reading from the New Revised Standard Version by Emily Herrera. If you like what you heard today, follow us.